Hey folks, my name is Bradley Weaver and welcome to my Family Fun Club. This week's theme, our animal friends. Let's have fun. So the first tune I'd like to do for our animal themed show is an old song, traditional song that I learned when I was a small child, which was a long time ago. And I learned it from one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid called Tom and Jerry. And Jerry's uncle was a country musician and he was singing this song. This is called Froggie Went a Courtin'. And courtin' is an old term. It means Froggie was looking to get married. And the person he chose to be his bride is a mouse. So let's see how that goes. Froggie went a courtin'. Froggie went a courtin' and he did right, Froggie went a courtin' and he did right, Froggie went a courtin' and he did right with his best friend by his side, Well, he rode down to Miss Mousie's door, Rode down to Miss Mousie's door, Rode down to Miss Mousie's door where he had often been before, Well, he took Miss Mousie on his knee, Took Miss Mousie on his knee, Took Miss Mousie on his knee, said, Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Well, I'll have to ask my Uncle Rat, I didn't mention that the mouse's uncle is a rat, which is kind of close. I'll have to ask my Uncle Rat, I'll have to ask my Uncle Rat, we'll see what he will say to that, Well, Uncle Rat laughed, shook his fat sides, Uncle Rat laughed and shook his fat sides, Uncle Rat laughed and shook his fat sides to think his niece would be a bride, Oh, where will the wedding be, He must have said yes. Where will the wedding be, Where will the wedding be? Way down yonder in a hollow tree, Oh, Froggie went a courtin' and he did right, Froggie went a courtin' and he did right, Froggie went a courtin' and he did right with his best friend by his side, That is Froggie Went a Courtin'. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a song of mine now called A Home for Every Creature. Here's your first fun fact of the day. I mentioned 27 different animals in this song. See if you can pick them all up. This song is not only about our animal friends, but the places they live, the places we live, and how we got to take care of them. A home for every creature. Here we go. Penguins and possum, crabs and owls and ducks, lobsters and whales, elephants and fox. There's a home for every creature in Mother Nature's house. All those penguins, lobsters, possum, ducks, and fox. Here we go. Lots of animals live in the forest. Lots of animals live in lakes. So take good care of the land and the water, so all the animals can have a happy day. When they're swimming in the sea, all flying tree to tree, they depend on you and me. Squirrels and otters, raccoon, deer, and crane, birds and chipmunks, fish and bears and snakes. There's a home for every creature. Isn't nature great? All those squirrels and fish and birds, raccoons and snakes. Here we go. Lots of animals live in the forest. Lots of animals live in lakes. So take good care of the land and the water, so all the animals can have a happy day. When they're swimming in the sea or flying tree to tree, they depend on you and me. Bullfrogs and dolphins, monkeys and blue jays, moose and lynx and pandas, even stingrays. There's a home for every creature. Watch them as they play. All those dolphins, pandas, monkeys and blue jays. All those dolphins, pandas, monkeys and blue jays. One more time. Lots of animals live in the forest. Lots of animals live in lakes. So take good care of the land and the water, so all the animals can have a happy day. When they're swimming in the sea or flying tree to tree, they depend on you and me. When they're swimming in the sea or flying tree to tree, they depend on you and me. Let's do a big finish here. Well, alright, we have a special guest in the studio for this week's joke. Want to come on over? Can you tell everyone your name?
Hank.
And how old are you?
4.
And Hank, you have an animal-themed joke for us this week, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
MacDonald.
Who's there?
Owls.
Owls who?
Yeah!
Thank you very much, Hank, and everyone else. You're welcome. Well, that was fun. This is basically a solo podcast, but I may have to do more special guest stars because Hank was amazing. He's one of the funniest people I know. So great job, Hank. Thank you for the joke. Here's another fun fact for y'all. Did y'all know that the guitar is the coolest instrument in the world? That may not be an actual fact, but I certainly think it's true. I love my guitar. But we're going to do a tune we don't need the guitar for. We're going to do this a cappella, which means just using our voices, so sing along at home. It's an old song that I think you know called Old MacDonald. So we're going to do a few animals that Old MacDonald has on his farm. Let's start with a cow. What sound does a cow make, y'all? Moo. There we go. Okay. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. What else would he have on his farm? A duck? Why not? What does a duck say? Quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O, with a quack quack here and a quack quack there, here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Think he had a pig on his farm? What sound does a pig make? I forget. Ah, yes, oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Let's do one more. Gotta have chickens on a farm, right? What sound does a chicken make? Let's go with cluck. You could do bok bok or whatever you want. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Alright, let's do one more tune to finish off our theme of our animal friends. And to introduce this next tune, I'd like to give you all another fun fact. This may not be a fact so much as it is a recent survey, but I enjoyed it and I think you might as well. They surveyed people to ask, what is your favorite animal to have as a pet? I'll give you the top 5. Number 5 is guinea pigs. Number 4 is fish. Number 3 is birds. Number 2 is cats. And what do you think number 1 is? I think you knew it all along, didn't you? It's dogs. So here's a tune about our best friends, and more importantly, what to do when you see a strange dog. If you see a dog and you wanna play, ask the owner first. If the dog is all alone, then keep away. Before you pet a dog, you've got to ask the owner first. If the owner says okay, it's time to play, go ahead and play. Most dogs are friendly, but some dogs can be mean. Most dogs just really love to play, yeah they do. Some dogs play gently, but some dogs play much too rough. So make sure the owner says that it's okay before you play. If you see a dog and you wanna play, ask the owner first. If the dog is all alone, then keep away. Before you pet a dog, you've got to ask the owner first. If the owner says okay, it's time to play, so go ahead and play. Ask for permission, you've got to ask if it's okay. Check with the owner before you play. Ask for permission, you got to ask if it's okay. If the owner says no, then keep away. You got to keep away. If you see a dog and you wanna play, ask the owner first. If the dog is all alone, then keep away. Before you pet a dog, you've got to ask the owner first. If the owner says okay, it's time to play. If the owner says okay, it's time to play, go ahead and play. It's time to play. That is dogs, y'all. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see y'all in 2 weeks. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And otherwise, just contact me on my website. I'd love to hear from y'all. And I will see you down the road. Here's one of my lullabies to play us out. Take care.